News at 10. I'm Amanda Arnold. Thank you for joining us. The case of an at-risk missing teenager who was missing for 9 days is raising questions tonight. Why did it take Dothan police more than a week to go public while his mother was pleading for help? WDHN's Allison Polk is asking the tough questions tonight in an exclusive story you'll see only on WDHN.
14-year-old Braden Lane Smith was missing for 9 days, wandering alone in the woods. A young teen with several mental illnesses, including bipolar disorder, but even in the age of instant social media, Dothan police did not alert the public in any way until 8 days after he disappeared.
That people in a position to help are not concerned or are not utilizing resources that they could be, to help find him.
Braden's mental illnesses keep him from being able to sustain himself on his own. He's on 4 different medications, but he didn't have any of them with him, putting him at more risk than the average runaway.
Children with mental illness, it's not the same as your typical runaway or your typical juvenile delinquent. This isn't your same run-of-the-mill situation, and it shouldn't be treated as such.
Malone feels that she had to do so much of the legwork to look for her son by herself. She reached out to many organizations like the FBI, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and even another police department.
These last 9 or 10 days have been, more so myself reaching out down, every avenue that I could, every resource that I could utilize to try to get the word out there.
Several days after Braden disappeared, she learned Dothan police had picked him up the week before and found directions to Irondale in his pocket. She says the FBI told her they asked Dothan to contact Irondale police. According to Irondale, Dothan police never did.
We had no reason to contact the Irondale Police Department. The juvenile was an NCIC. They have access to NCIC just like every other agency in the country with an ORI number. So if they had run across him, they would have gotten it.
Dothan Police Lieutenant Scott Owens says that Braden's mental health was acknowledged during the investigation and played a factor in receiving an alert from Aaliyah.
We send them the specific criteria, and then they make the determination on whether the runaway is endangered or whether we should label the runaway as endangered. If they say that they don't meet the criteria, the alert doesn't go out, and all we have is what we have. If they say they do, and they did in this case, that's about all that we can do, and we operate on Aaliyah's timeline.
The alert from Aaliyah did not go out until several days after Braden disappeared. And Malone feels that her son's case could have been made public before 8 days into her son's disappearance when the flyer for her son was first posted on the Dothan Police Facebook page.
I said, you can't do a media release or whatever. Put his face out there, ask anyone, have they seen him? I think we can do a flyer. So that was a week after he was missing.
Malone takes matters into her own hands by posting her own flyers, contacting the media, canvassing neighborhoods, and even sent out her son's photo to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, all in an effort to find her son. Lieutenant Owens defends the work by his department.
I hate that somebody feels like their case wasn't taken seriously. Unfortunately, it's one of about 400 that they get per year. That's the caseload that an investigator up here gets. Without being up here and seeing it every day, it's unfair to judge how seriously a case was taken without knowing the investigative steps that went into it.
Reporting in Dothan, Allison Polk, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.
Braden Lane Smith did eventually return home on his own. 9 days after he disappeared, he walked into his grandparents' home hungry and looking for something to eat. A follow-up to the story we